to the Image of History channel. Take a nostalgic route through time with these rare historic photos that reveal how weird American cars once were. From outrageous designs you've never imagined to quirky innovations that redefined the road, these images show a side of automotive history you won't believe existed. This is an actual car made in the likeness of the original 1901 Mercedes 35 HP race car. The Mercedes 35 HP race car was the very first car to carry the Mercedes name. While other cars at the time simply looked like carriages with engines, the Mercedes 35 HP had a sleek and unique design that made it considered as the first modern automobile. This right here is the P car. You heard that right. It was actually commissioned by Birdseye, sellers of frozen vegetables, for a television commercial. The P car was designed by a company called Asylum, so I guess they were really out of their minds with this one. The hot dog car is a vehicle shaped like a giant hot dog, making it one of the most eye-catching and quirky cars ever made. It was created by the Oscar Mayer Company as a fun way to promote their brand and bring attention to their products. The design is exactly what it sounds like, a big hot dog on wheels, complete with a bun. This car wasn't just for looks, it traveled around towns and cities, making appearances at events, parades, and schools. The 1921 Layat Helica was an unusual and inventive car, often referred to as a plane without wings. Instead of using a traditional engine to drive wheels, it was powered by a large propeller mounted at the front, similar to what you'd see on an aeroplane. The car was designed by Marcel Layat, a French engineer who wanted to create a lightweight, fuel-efficient, and aerodynamic vehicle. Only about 30 units of the car were ever built, making the Layat Helica quite rare. This funny-looking car is known as the Pope-mobile. It's a specially designed vehicle that allows the Pope to be visible at public appearances while remaining secure. This car became prominent in the late 1970s and has evolved in design and features over the years. Who wouldn't want a multi-purpose vehicle that can move on land like a car and on water like a boat? The 1961 Amphicar was the world's first mass-produced amphibious car, blending the functionality of a car and a boat. Despite the dual purpose of the Amphicar, it wasn't a commercial success because it was slower than a regular car and a regular boat. However, more than 3,000 Amphicars were imported into the US. This is the only car that has been driven on the moon. It's called the Lunar Roving Vehicle, also known as Lunar Rover or LRV. It was designed during the later days of the Apollo program to help scientists explore the moon. Dubbed as the world's first minivan, this 1935 Stout Scarab is one of the most innovative and unusual cars of its time. This vehicle introduced the idea of cars as mobile living spaces, paving the way for minivans and modern multi-purpose vehicles. This is the 1948 Tucker 48, also known as the Tucker Torpedo. It was created by Preston Tucker, a visionary entrepreneur who sought to revolutionize the automobile industry. One of the key features of this car is that it emphasizes passenger safety. The Zippo car, also known as the Zippo concept car, was a unique and whimsical prototype designed in 1957 by the Zippo Marketing Company as a promotional tool to showcase its brand. Although the lighters on the car aren't functional, they could open and close like a real Zippo lighter. This is the 1986 Scamp, a small compact car produced by the Scamp Corporation, a company that created custom vehicles in the 1980s. The Scamp was sold as a kit car, which meant buyers would purchase the parts and assemble the car themselves, or have it assembled by a professional. The award for the world's smallest working car goes to this 1964 Urbania. This microcar was built for novelty and is more of a showpiece, not designed for everyday use. As you can see, it would be almost impossible for an average-sized person to sit in it. This is the 1912 Baker electric model, produced by the Baker Motor Vehicle Company and marketed as a sun-powered car. Also, this car didn't rely on solar power to run. It was an early electric car that serves as a precursor to modern electric vehicles. In 1959, Clive Talbot of Chiswick built a car with the body of a boat. Clive Talbot combined the body of a boat with the mechanics of a car, resulting in an amphibious vehicle that could be driven on land and could also float on water. The Bedouin Bee is a modern, collapsible caravan that was designed to fold down into a smaller, compact size for easier storage and transportation. Although the Bedouin Bee is not a self-propelled vehicle, it is a foldable trailer that you can pull with a vehicle. This car is made with plastic. This is the 1954 Allard Clipper, known for its lightweight plastic body and compact design. It was designed to seat 3 adults and 2 children and marketed as the cheapest car on the road. This 3-wheeled car is an iconic vehicle known as the Reliant Regal. Despite its unique design, it was an efficient 4-seater vehicle. This car became one of the most affordable cars of its time. This fancy but low-height car is a full-sized car known as the Buick LeSabre, a sports car famous for its luxury features, smooth rides, and of course, stylish design. This car was often considered a quintessential American luxury car, especially since it was less expensive than a Cadillac or Lincoln. This photo taken in 1950 shows the brilliance of these people as they found a way to travel and camp comfortably and simultaneously by balancing their tent atop their car. The tent has an iron staircase that stretches down to the front of the car. This 1940 picture shows the weirdness of cars as they place gas bags on the roofs of taxis. These taxis are called gas-driven taxis, and the gas bags on the roof can last about 15 to 20 miles without a refill. These Navy recruits are riding a car and trailer at the HMS Royal Arthur Training Center in 1940. Although it looks like one real car at first, the actual car is the first 4-wheeled vehicle, while all the standing recruits are on the trailer. This is the staff at work behind guarded doors at a workshop near Wolverhampton, on a streamlined car in which designer and motor racer George Eston will attempt to reach 400 miles per hour on the salt beds near Salt Lake City. This is a 1937 submarine motor car, which can travel on both land and underwater and is equipped with a 4-horsepower engine and steel fins on both sides. However, I can't tell you for sure if this car actually served the purpose for which it was designed. The vehicle in the front is the 1935 Wright-Craft lorry, which is believed to be the smallest motor lorry in the world. Despite its size, the lorry was mainly used for light commercial purposes, such as delivering goods within cities. This streamlined car by Pau Jarret and Louis Leas is the Jarret-Lay T6, one of the earliest of its kind. Although the car was an experimental vehicle, it boasts some of the coolest features vehicles of that time didn't have. Believe it or not, this is a bus with a bar built on top of it. Back in 1933, this was their equivalent of what we now have as a food truck. Despite the structure, this vehicle is also mobile, making it easy for business owners to conduct their business wherever they are. A view of the motor car displayed at the motor show, which only has 3 wheels. Unlike other 3-wheeled vehicles where one wheel is usually in front and 2 are at the rear, this car is different in that it has 2 wheels in the front and 1 at the back. This is the Hanson Cycle Car, a custom-built 3-wheeled vehicle created by Dr. J.B. Hanson in 1931. This vehicle was constructed by combining the components of 3 tricycles to create a lightweight and economical mode of transportation. This 1931 vehicle is an innovative one-wheeled vehicle designed by Swiss engineer M. Girder, called the motor wheel. This unique motorcycle has a single large wheel, and the rider sits within its circumference. This is an individual mode of transport and cannot take more than one person at a time. This is Mr. Graham's custom-built three-wheel car, which he designed to resemble an armored car in 1931. During that era, three-wheelers were a popular choice of vehicle. However, this car's design made it a novelty among them. Imagine a car using balloons to float on water. That's basically what this car is. The vehicle is the amphibian Riley car, a modified version of the Riley motor car equipped with features allowing it to travel on both land and water. Would it surprise you to know that the object on the roof of the car is a large balloon filled with gas, and the two-wheeled vehicle between the man and the car is a gas trailer? While modern cars have gas tanks, this 1930 car can only hold its gas in the balloon on its roof. By now, the variants of the three-wheeled cars should no longer surprise you. This 1929 vehicle stood out for its unique nautical-inspired design and innovative use of materials and engineering. This vehicle is the Auto Red Bug, a small electric runabout popular in the late 1920s. It was a lightweight, minimalist two-seater vehicle. Although it was low cost and considered a novelty at the time, it's definitely not the kind of car you'd want to be in when it's raining. This minimalist automobile is a Carden light car developed by Sir John Carden in 1916. Since it was produced during World War I, it fit the demand for inexpensive personal transportation during a time of economic strain and material shortages. This is a vacuum street cleaner demonstration vehicle showcased in 1913. The vehicle looks like a modified truck, equipped with a vacuum system that includes hoses, a collection chamber, and brushes to assist in sweeping debris into the vacuum intake. This 1911 photograph shows a motor car on a racetrack which has been fitted with a propeller for extra speed. Unlike modern cars, which can have a speed of over 300 miles per hour, the top speed for a motor car of that era was between 40 to 70 miles per hour, and a propeller could help a car achieve up to 100 miles per hour. Cars in 1911 were not easy to operate and required significant skill, particularly for long journeys or crowded events. The professionals tasked with driving these cars were chauffeurs who had undergone extensive training and experience. The Peugeot Type 28 was an early automobile manufactured by the Peugeot Company from 1899 to 1900. The appearance of the car was similar to carriages, which were popular at the time. It also had a vis-a-vis seating arrangement, meaning the passengers sat facing each other. This 1928 vehicle is an invention capable of being used as a car, boat, and plane. The vehicle has a tail fin, rudder, and propeller. It also has two wings which can fold back and another propeller at the front. Unfortunately, this car was never commercially produced. This weird-looking vehicle is a one-man car cycle which was considered as a hybrid vehicle, combining the elements of a motorcycle and a small car. The vehicle has just 3 wheels and can only carry one person at a time. This old photo shows a 1928 lorry. The lorry belongs to fruit importers, which explains why the driver's cabin has been designed in the likeness of an apple. This unique design could serve as a form of advertisement whenever the lorry drove through town. This is the Peugeot motor boat car. The front end is shaped like the bow of a boat, the middle part like a car, and it has wheels. This vehicle was built in 1926 by the Peugeot Company as a promotional show car to showcase Peugeot's maritime engines. This is a vehicle invented by George McLaughlin in 1926. The vehicle was designed specifically to travel on ice and snow. This invention was an innovative response to the challenges of transportation in harsh winter conditions, where traditional wheeled vehicles often struggled. This 1925 photo shows Dr. Manfred Curry standing beside his invention, The Curry Land Skiff, a man-powered vehicle which can reach a speed of up to 35 miles per hour. The car is shaped like a traditional skiff or small boat, but equipped with wheels allowing it to travel on land. This is a custom-made delivery van with the driver's cab and the van designed in the shape of loaves of bread. It was constructed by baker Mr. Silito in 1925. Such vehicles were highly effective marketing tools in an era without widespread radio or television advertising. Hopping on the trend of promotional vehicles is this vehicle by Needlers, known as the Needlers Chocolate Van. The van is renowned for its whimsical and creative design, which mirrored the charm and allure of the chocolates it advertised. Is this a car or a scooter? Well, surprisingly, it's a vehicle known as the Avro Mobile, invented by aircraft manufacturer Sir Edwin Elliot Verdon Roe in 1924. Tracked vehicles, such as the Cagrace half-track, were commonly used during the 1920s for military and off-road purposes. The vehicle has a tracked rear section similar to that of a tank, allowing it to traverse through rough and uneven ground with ease. Tracked vehicles were an innovative solution to off-road mobility during that era, often used by the military or for exploration. These vehicles were known for their smooth ride over rough terrain and were used both militarily and for high-profile demonstrations. Cars designed to look like shoes are a whimsical and creative form of promotional vehicles, often crafted to draw attention to brands, events, or marketing campaigns. These shoe cars are typically custom-built, and while they might seem purely fun, they often serve a specific purpose. Shoe cars were created primarily for shoe brands or cobblers to promote their products. They were designed to be eye-catching and memorable, driving attention to businesses in parades, events, or local streets. One iconic example was the Keds shoe car, which was created in the 1920s. Modern variations of the shoe cars are sport shoes and cars that mimic high heels or designer shoes. This car was obviously not made with consideration for plus-sized people. This is a cabin car, a compact, enclosed, highly functional microcar. These tiny vehicles gained popularity as a solution for personal transportation and an alternative to traditional cars. This is not Photoshop. It's called the shopping cart. It's a whimsical and creative vehicle designed to resemble a shopping cart. Vehicles like this were usually built for promotional purposes or as fun, eye-catching novelty items rather than for practical transportation. Shopping carts are modeled after traditional shopping carts. The car features a large wireframe basket, often scaled up to fit passengers. These vehicles were often used for advertising grocery stores or supermarkets. The two cars in this picture are the Peel P50 and the Peel Trident, in order from the left. They are two iconic microcars produced by the Peel Engineering Company on the Isle of Man in the early 1960s. The P50 is the Guinness World Record holder for the smallest production car ever made. It was only 54 inches long and 39 inches wide. It was designed for a single person, but also had room for a small bag of groceries. This looks like the Batmobile, or rather, the kind of vehicle Aquaman would use. However, it's a concept car designed in 1956 called the General Motors Thunderbird II. It was displayed as part of GM's Motorama, a series of futuristic automotive exhibitions held in the mid-20th century. These cars were about style and dreams and designed solely to captivate audiences. This rolling glass box is a car known as the Unipower City Car. Although it looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, this is an actual microcar introduced in the 1960s. The car's design prominently featured a minimalist, transparent aesthetic, with large glass panels dominating its structure. It was explicitly designed for city dwellers, offering a solution to traffic and parking issues in metropolitan areas. Do you think this Unipower City Car is something you would love to drive around town in? Or are there any of these cars that piqued your interest? Share your thoughts in the comments. Also, like this video and subscribe to my channel for more fascinating old pictures just like this one.